When I was a roofer, there was a guy on my crew who was afraid of heights. Yeah, he made more than me. He didn't get on the roof, and I was an actual roofer, and he just, walked around on the ground with the magnet, picking up screws, and somehow made more money than me. Well, one day, it started raining when I was doing a tear off on a metal panel roof, and he got so scared of the little bit of rain that he ran away and in the process caused me to almost get my finger sliced off. Yeah. Yeah. So his accident sliced my finger down right down to the bone, which, by the way, I had the head of my crew just patch right up and took a 30-minute break and went back to work. And, anyways, so I told my boss that, there had to be some changes or I was going to go, and, well, let's just say there wasn't enough changes. And, I decided to get a job at a car dealership, at a repair shop in a car dealership instead of being a roofer anymore. And so this guy, I met him from when I was working in security because, I had more than one job and I worked in security at night. And this guy came into my work and, offered me the job at the car dealership, and I was like, okay, I'll work at your repair shop. Great. I need to get out of roofing. And so, for a while it was okay. Me and his business partner were doing okay, and all of a sudden, after a very short amount of time, he just, stopped giving us checks. And he kept, every week, he would say, I'm just doing it because I'm trying to, lower the overhead and I'm investing all this money into our future and advertising, and just kept giving us this song and dance every week without giving us pay. And he just kept having his business partner, my friend, sign checks to their joint account without telling him what, the checks were for. And this guy was, the boss that hired me was the one who was in charge of the books and all that. So, my friend, his partner that was signing the checks, had nothing to do with the books. He, didn't do the books. He was just a mechanic and he just worked on cars. So, as I was saying, um, my boss's business partner, he was just a mechanic. So, even like if he knew it was for like the part company, he just, thought the money was in the account. He didn't do the books and all that other stuff. Like he didn't even know. It was just company after company that he was having him write, sign the checks for, and we didn't know what the damn companies were or anything. He always said, "Oh, it's legitimate. Oh, I'm doing these big things. Oh, trust me. I'm this money. I'm gonna give you your money back, and I'm just using it right now to invest. And I'm gonna give you not only your pay, but then, with the whatever he did with it is gonna make us so much money and all this. All of a sudden, I was at work one day, and he didn't show up to work, and um, I didn't know what was going on. Nobody was there. I was like the only one there, and anyways, to make a long story short, my boss had stolen his business partner's van, drained out the money in the bank account, stole his, like, this girl that did some work for us, that like did some work for him, like worked for the company or whatever. He broke into her house, stole all of her grandmother that just passed away, her diamonds and like jewelry that had been passed down in her family, and just like went and broke into a whole bunch of people's houses and stole their money, like thousands of dollars, and stole thousands of dollars from his business partner. And, all the checks that he had written bounced. Like he had been taking all the money out. So all those checks that my friend, his business partner, had signed bounced. And the police showed up. And oh my God, it was horrible. I had to testify, like in a closed whatever room, over at the state's attorney's office, on behalf of the business partner, to say no, he had nothing to do with it. He was just a mechanic and he had no idea there was no money in the account. He had nothing to do with the banking stuff. That was all the other guy that hired me. And I felt so bad for him because, this business partner of his almost went to jail. It really caused him a lot of heartache and money and stress. And he was old. And like I said, he was old. And, well, the stress caused him to fall into a depression that started a chain of events that led to his death. And the moral of this story is never believe a man that is not giving you all the details, taking your money and telling you that it's for your own good and that someday it's all gonna pay off soon. Just you wait and see. Because trust me, before you know it, he will have stolen your van, your diamonds, and left you to run a shop all by yourself, broke and poor, for no money. A job you'll have to work for no money, so you have no ability to feed and house yourself. And then the law will breathe down your neck, accusing you of being a criminal, even though it was somebody else that committed the crime.